news team, Lynn Brooks, Terry Brewer, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
Coming up in home team weather, lots of rain in the forecast over the next 7 days. We'll explain your forecast, plus talk temperatures. Home team weather is coming up. Stay with us.
Hundreds showed up for the dedication of Tuscaloosa's brand new federal courthouse. We'll have sights and sounds from today's historic moment. And
Christmas preparations are I have that story coming up on WVUA News.
I'm glad you're with us tonight. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Janie Wallace in for Terry Brewer. Well, folks, the countdown is on for Christmas.
It's getting closer.
I know,
I'm
excited.
Lots of people making plans to travel over the holidays, including the man in the red suit, Santa. Exactly 6 days away from Christmas today. So I'm wondering, what's the weather going to be like for the holidays? Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott joins us now with a first look at your forecast.
Hey, Lynn and Jenny, good Monday to you. A little bit cooler today, but still feeling nice outside. We'll start with short-term forecast. 59 degrees Tuscaloosa now, 60 down to Demopolis. Temperatures fall tonight. In fact, on average around 47 as we approach the midnight hour. We stay dry tonight, but here's a Christmas Day forecast. Sunday, December 25th. Got some bad news for you. It does look like it's going to rain a little bit. Good news is I think Christmas morning will be dry. Kind of cool on Christmas Day, 50 degrees out there. We'll talk much more about the forecast leading up to Christmas Day. Coming up in home team weather, stay with us.
New at 5, downtown Tuscaloosa has a new crown jewel. The new Tuscaloosa Federal Courthouse officially unveiled in a dedication ceremony today. Hundreds of people gathered on the front lawn of the federal building to watch the dedication. U.S. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas and U.S. Senator Richard Shelby both spoke at today's event. City and state leaders also on hand for today's ceremony, and WVUA spoke with Senator Shelby, who told us the new courthouse will speed up the process of restoring downtown Tuscaloosa.
This anchors the downtown revitalization. We envisioned that from the beginning, and I think now you're beginning to see a lot of the private sector react and tear down old structures and revitalize as we want to do. And you're going to see a lot of that in the next 4 or 5 years in Tuscaloosa.
The courthouse is part of the $87 million downtown Tuscaloosa revitalization project. It took just over 2 years to build and cost about $47 million. The 127,000 square foot facility will also house U.S. government offices.
New at 5, Christmas is coming early for more than 100 children at Holt Elementary School. Around 130 students will receive Christmas gifts donated from members of the community and beyond. WVUA's Brittany Roscoe has the story.
Bags of toys, clothes, and other items poured into Holt Elementary Monday. They will soon be in the hands of children affected by the April tornado.
I hope that they know that they are special and that everybody is thinking about them, and parents are doing as much as they possibly can for them.
Holt Elementary School Counselor Joellen Deaver says this is a result of the community-wide effort to bring Christmas to children who lost so much that April day.
I had at least 10 to 15 organizations that helped out, and you know, some individuals also, you know, so it's wonderful because this wouldn't happen without the goodness of all the community. And
the Junior League of Tuscaloosa is one of the groups lending a helping hand. They are Holt Elementary's adopted school partner. Junior League member Niccole Poole says the donations were made possible in part by the Junior League of New Orleans, who reached out to them to offer assistance.
So many people were so good to them and gracious and helped out after Katrina, and so they felt like this was the least that they could do to help our community in our time of need.
Deaver says she hopes this Christmas will be one that students will remember for a lifetime.
The ones that where their homes were completely destroyed or, you know, had a lot of damage will remember this because it will kind of be their way of building back and starting again.
Deaver and Poole say they hope these gifts will bring a little Christmas joy this holiday season. Reporting in Northport, Brittany Roscoe, WVUA News.
Now, those gifts will be distributed to parents of the students tomorrow. And if you would like to make a donation to help with storm recovery in Tuscaloosa, it's simple. Just pick up the phone, call the West Alabama Chamber of Commerce, that number 205-758-7588. Well, Lynn, Students at Holt are not the only ones that are getting a little helping hand recovering from those April storms. There are some students in Hackleburg that are also getting a helping hand.
That's right, a group of West Alabama elves, if you will, lending a hand. Christmas presents were delivered today to 425 children in Hackleburg. Those donations were collected by a group of volunteers in West Alabama. You may recall Hackleburg was hit hard by the April tornado, and the group's been collecting toys for months, and they're shipping those to Marion County, a Marion County tornado relief group called Rains of Life, to be distributed there to families in need. Good for them. On your Education Watch tonight, 2 Tuscaloosa City teachers were honored for being top of their class. What started out as a typical day of school turned into a celebration. How about that? Skyland Elementary teacher Celeste Wells and Oak Hill School teacher Barbara Thompson were honored as system-wide Teachers of the Year. Superintendent Dr. Paul McKendrick surprised each teacher in front of their students with the announcement. Also, a bouquet of flowers. What lady doesn't like that? And a plaque. Wells teaches 2nd grade and Thompson math. Both say they are grateful to be honored.
I'm very overwhelmed by this. I feel very, I love teaching. There's not been a day that I haven't been excited about coming to school and being teaching the children here at Skyland.
I was very surprised to know that I had won, but I'm very thankful to all my coworkers and everybody. They're so nice here. They really are.
And our hats off to both of those fine teachers. Thompson has been a teacher for 34 years. Wells has been teaching for more than 23 years.
Turning now to international news, longtime leader of Communist North Korea is dead. Kim Jong-il died Saturday of a reported heart attack. The communist leader had been in power since 1994 after the death of his father. North Korea has been a longtime threat to neighboring South Korea as well as several member countries of the United Nations. Today, the White House said they have no reason to worry about any additional threats.
I don't think we have any additional concerns beyond the ones that we have long had with North Korea's approach to nuclear issues, and we will continue to press them to meet their international obligations.
Now, state media is reporting that Kim Jong-il's successor will be his own son, Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un is the youngest son of the late leader. Last year, he was promoted to 4-star general of the National Defense Commission.
The last of the U.S. troops are headed home from Iraq nearly 9 years after the war began. More than 4,500 U.S. troops lost their lives and more than 30,000 were wounded. About 500 troops pulled out of Iraq early Sunday and crossed into Kuwait. As Barbara Hall reports, the end of their journey was filled with emotion.
Lots of hugs, cheers, joy, and relief as the last U.S. soldiers pulled out of Iraq. A historic moment they will never forget. A line of armored trucks headed down a road out of the combat zone. An Army official had one word to describe how he felt.
I can tell you pride in what all of those that have gone before us have done, and pride in my soldiers as they complete their mission of a year-long ordeal of preparing for that moment when we cross the berm and say mission complete.
Another official says it's good to see hard work pay off.
It's been in planning for more than a year now. A tremendous amount of coordination and synchronization every day.
The U.S. officially ended its mission in Iraq with a flag casing ceremony in Baghdad on Thursday. Some lawmakers are split on the troop pullout.
I'm concerned about our very quick and rapid withdrawal from Iraq. We sacrificed a lot of lives, a lot of soldiers injured.
But this lieutenant believes withdrawing from Iraq was the right decision.
I think we got the job done, absolutely.
Perhaps the military described the landmark day the best, calling it the final tactical road march. I'm Barbara Hall reporting.
Nearly 500 soldiers left Iraq, but the U.S. will maintain a presence in Iraq with police officers and other experts.
Coming up in home team weather, getting kind of cool on this Monday night, back down to 59 in the city of Tuscaloosa. How cool it's going to get tonight And how about that Christmas Day forecast? I've got some kind of bad news, but also have some good news for you. Home team weather's coming up next. Stay with us.
With holiday spending comes holiday debt. How you can avoid a bank account nightmare. And the Alabama football team began practice preparations for the BCS championship game today. The story in Alabama's home team sports.